Good morning, everybody. Honestly, this is so exciting. We have got an incredible day lined up for you. Just want to introduce you, of course, to the lovely team. I'm with the wonderful Stephanie. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, David. You're looking very clean this morning.
Yes, just had to do a quick little wig wash and a face scrub just before the show. That was an interesting. We'll go into that, of course, as well at 10 o'clock. We've got something really exciting lined up for you there. Also got the lovely Sophie on cameras. Good morning, Sophie. Hannah in the wings, producer directing as well, and we've got the lovely Sean on comments. So we've got the whole team at it today, which is fabulous, all together for an incredible brand new launch today from In the Studio. We are so excited for this one. I know we've been teasing it all day yesterday and throughout the week, of course, but today is the day leading up to, of course, what is an amazing launch. Just look, before we get into it, at some of the beauties that you can be crafting with this collection.
That is fabulous. This, for me, is the essence of the whole story. So beyond the bay, imagine when you were younger and you went on your holidays, and while you were there, you stood looking out to sea, wondering how far away the nearest boat was. But this collection is all about nostalgia. It's about those favourite places. It's about the storybooks, the Enid Blyton stories, all the kinds of things that we love from growing up. And the best thing about it is it's timeless. So you've got a timeless collection with these two gorgeous little characters that are just building pictures and stories. So you can imagine that their dreams at night, how they're going to go home so excited from their day at the seaside. But it's not just about that, because we've expanded the range to bring you all of the other elements that take it into a whole other era. So while they're daydreaming, they're thinking about old pirate ships and all the things that happen over in the sea. It's all about the places that we visited. It's about the fun that we had as children. But it's also about creating really clever professional cards, and that is what Minecraft Studio is about. It allows you to become the professional designer, to become the professional card maker, to become a true crafting professional. And the look and feel of these, not only are they handmade, but they look like they belong in one of those really upmarket craft and gift shops.
They do.
And this you could imagine as a window display. So not only have you got the story of the nostalgia, not only is it going to remind all of us of our childhood, but it's also going to take you in a whole new arena of professional card making.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to build good cards when you've got something that looks like this. Sophie, should we step out the way and you can come and have a really good look? Because, as always, the design team have done a phenomenal job. Now, we purposely have let the little boys be stood with their backs to us because we want to be thinking about what they're thinking about. But also, remember, these represent just happy children, the innocence of actually going on holiday, playing in the sand, and actually enjoying nature. And then you've got all of the other elements, the lighthouse, the sailing ship, and everything to accent your designs. This really is a collection that everybody should have in their stash.
It is absolutely beautiful. And of course, as well, this here for you is your launch hour. This is your launch of the collection. The first time you're seeing this here at Highlight Crafts Live Shopping. Now, of course, if you want to get involved and get in with this collection and, of course, indulge in the nostalgic nautical notions of Beyond the Bay, this is how to shop with us here at Live Shopping. So, of course, to get hold of your collection today, all you need to do is type in Shop Bundle to get hold of it and, of course, all of the artwork that comes with it. So shopping with us, really easy and simple way, and it's a brand new way of social shopping here. It's a social construct that everyone can get involved in. You don't have to miss any of the enjoyment, any of the fun, and of course as well, you can shop at your own leisure. So all you need to do is type the codes into the comments of the live stream. So we're currently broadcasting live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course the Highlight Crafts website. You can shop in all of those avenues, but of course if you're sat watching YouTube, you can sit back, relax, enjoy us on the big screen as well, watch us on your app, of course landscape, and you can sit back and shop on your phone, your tablet, on of course those various platforms such as Facebook.
Now, David, we're already crazy busy.
We are indeed.
It has just gone mad. You haven't even seen what
No.
you're getting. But do you know what we wanted to do is to make this collection as valuable to you as we believe it can be, because
Yes.
we're all absolutely in love with it. Was we wanted to bring you absolutely everything that you would need to be able to recreate this with ease. And that's what's important. So not only are you going to get the complete collection of dies, but we also have for you as options Minecraft Studio and the SVG file. So we haven't left anybody out of this amazing collection. And really for us, this is the start of our new product journey in 2025. This is the level of design and creativity we're going to bring to you so that you can enjoy this.
Absolutely.
And imagine how people are going to feel when they receive a card that is as clever as this one. And all we've added to it is a little bit of string, a couple of little pearls, and the rest of it is actually in the set that you're going to receive. It's clever crafting. It's bringing together your card shapes, all the things that you'll have already learnt, but also the perspective's been built into the designs. And we've built in the story without you having to resell it. It's instantly your visual.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
see it the minute you look at it.
I think as well, with a collection like this, with such a strong theme as well, it allows you to have that relatability to it. We've all had an experience at the seaside, some good, some bad. But again, that allows you to indulge into those in your crafting. That leads us on to as well, get in your favourite seaside stories. They could be disasters. Maybe you've turned up and it's absolutely chucking it down, or they could be the best memories ever. We've all got them, so please do get involved. We've got plenty of hellos coming through on the comments as well. We're going to read those as we go through the show, but it's wonderful to have your company and supporting us here on a Saturday morning. It is honestly incredibly busy already, so thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning.
You are loving this collection, everybody, and we haven't even shown you what you're getting.
Shall we have a look?
Let's go through it. And you know, look at how many boards David's got.
There's a real stack of them here. We've got 8 die sets to go through.
8 sets, and we've done what we always do. So just before we look at these, let's just explain a little bit about die cutting and us as an organisation and a company. If you're new to us and you're watching for the very first time, please just say hello. We'd love to talk to you. Email. Type in the comments your message and we'll say hello to you. If you've got hellos, special birthdays, anniversaries, let's give you a shout out. But we are about building a craft community. We're about bringing people with creativity together, sharing their ideas, showing you how to make the most of your designs, and also the best thing is about making friends. So now you're watching us, you've become our family, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I was going to say, friends for life.
Absolutely, that's it. You're our families. And the other part about this whole journey is, as a company, we have got literally hundreds of years of experience, sorry David, in the craft industry. And because of that, we want to be able to give that back to you. Give it back to you. That's our lovely Sean. He's going to be in here later. And we're a team. You know, Sophie, who's on cameras, does graphic design.
Yeah.
David does every kind of crafting.
Bits and bobs.
No, that's an understatement. Hannah does all of our social media and is a marketing expert. But we are all come together to share our expertise even, and pass them on to you. And that's what's really important when we bring you these shows. And if you've literally just joined us, welcome on a Saturday morning, because we're so excited. This is the start of our creative journey in 2025.
It is. There's so much to look forward to as well, isn't there?
There is.
There's so much in the run-in.
And there are so many other things that we're going to bring you over the year. I mean, it's super, super exciting. But this collection has a place in absolutely everybody's stash. Tell us what you think about it. Type in the comments.
Absolutely. So, of course, to get hold of this collection, do type it into the comments of the video, such as on Facebook, the website itself, and of course, Instagram. You can sit back and watch us on YouTube at the same time. This here for you is Shop Bundle to get your Beyond the Bay collection. You've got 8 die sets in here. Now, this should be full price at £135.91. Today's show price, you are paying just £99.99. Of course, you're saving $35.92 with that incredible introductory offer there that you've got for the show. Now, do bear in mind as well, when you do go to checkout as a Highlight Crafts Club member, you're entitled to those additional benefits as well as your discounts, etc. So take advantage of that opportunity whilst you can during this show, which is incredible. So let's have a little look at the collection itself, because you can see in a series of organisation, the way these dies are displayed, you can see the story starting to come to life and the purpose for each and every one of them. You've got a die in here that serves a purpose in every single project that you'll create. So,
and David, also, can we just mention, for those of you that don't know, you can split the cost of your payments as well.
Absolutely.
We do have Klarna and PayPal Pay in 3,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
you've got the opportunity to be able to spread the cost of this. But this truly is, if you are somebody who's got money left over from Christmas, if you're somebody who's got a birthday coming up, Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Get somebody to make a contribution towards this. And there's one more thing I need to share with you. This year, we're going to be buying the stock in so that when it's gone, it's gone.
Yes.
So we are not going to repeat any of our collections. So just want to put that out there. It doesn't mean to say that if this isn't the time for you to buy something, you're going to miss out, because we're going to be bringing you some phenomenal stuff. But this is the start of the story.
Absolutely. So, of course, with these shows being extremely busy, as they always are, do bear in mind that when it's gone, okay? Starting off in your collection here, we have got driftwood frame. Now, of course, automatically you can see here that you have got a die that sets the scene and encapsulates that whole essence of Beyond the Bay. So, of course, framing the scene, built up from driftwood, incorporating all of those shells, barnacles, and all of your seaside finds clustered together to create a fabulous frame. Individually, of course, you can shop for the dies within the collection, and you'll see the codes and, of course, the graphics for those appearing on your screen as we do go through the kit. And, of course, with your frame, again, we're going to share with you some projects how this works so easily. Inside there, we've then got your dropped anchor. Now, your dropped anchor, of course, really does ground a project. It sits within the base, the footings or the foundations of a card, and really stands proud amongst the rest. And also you can see the patina and the artwork that really brings this to life, adding that rustic element that, of course, an anchor is so renowned for. And again, you can get these individually. Now, going through the collection here as well, this really starts to set the scene, and a really clever die at that as well, because what it does is it enables you to cut into the detail and depict out your favoured elements to really create perspective, depth, but also take notice of the hue, the colour palette that's been introduced. It's such a bright, sunny warmth of a day here at the seaside. And of course, as well, you've got your additional embellishments to really set the scene and create your own story. And as you build this up with, of course, decoupage as desired, look at the depth that you can actually create inside here. Again, the perspective is incredible. You could frame this on the wall on its own. It looked like a master's painting just sat there. And as we go through, of course, we have to introduce those notable characters that are always heard before they're seen at the seaside. And of course, this is your keep. So this is keeping watch here with your seagull on the perch there. I love how within the design it's been incorporated to really feature all of those nautical elements, even from the stump there with the jute rope tangled around it, as if it's been building up elements from the sea over the years. As we go through the collection as well, and there's still more to come, you've got your lighthouse, of course, with a scene incorporated, allowing you to, again, mix this in. So if you're looking from the land looking out into the sea, or of course from the sea looking in, you can create the perspective on either side, which is a really clever play on the collection of ways in which you may see or remember those days spent at the seaside. As we go through here as well, my favourite element, and one that I'm sure is going to be a firm favourite of all of yours at home as well, is the look. So looking out here, this here is 4 die cuts for you, and really interesting and different, but what I found so special about this particular die is how it instantly sets the tone. The image, of course, is from behind, so it allows you to create your own story. This is a die that is with mischief and wonder, And of course, that whimsical element that allows a playful side to be brought into such a sophisticated collection. And then again, something very prominent and also something that would stand out from this collection on its own and really versatile is your maiden voyage. That fabulous galleon there with all of the sails tippled and toppled on top of one another is a massive, massive impact in your card. So of course, if you want to create a scene that's out at sea with the thrashing waves, you can do that with this fabulous die. And again, this one here, this is like that journey going down to the beach through the sand dunes and you can see the sea in the distance. This here for you is To the Beach. So that there for you wraps up this fabulous collection from In the Studio. It is Beyond the Bay. Now, of course, with that incredible price of just £99.99, that includes for you the artwork as well. So the artwork for this collection, that will give you the reflections, digital stamps, your scene building, and of course your textures and scenes to go with this. So if you want to build your projects digitally and also die cut at the same time, why not go for the best money-saving option, of course, which is Shop Bundle. That's going to give you everything that you've just seen in dies and, of course, the entire artwork download. You can, of course, go for that individually if you wanted to, and you can go for the dies just on their own. Maybe if you wanted to think about Minecraft Studio at a later date, of course, that's an option that you can go for. If you did want to go for just the die collection here that you're seeing today, that there is Shop Bay. So all you need to do is type into the comments of the video that you're watching right now, Shop Bay, and that will pop this into your basket for you, okay? And that there should be £122.99. But today, special price introductory offer of this fabulous brand new collection that you're seeing here, you'll be paying just £97.92, giving you a £25 saving. So of course you can see there by spending only an additional £2, and £2 between friends is not much at all. That will also land you the fabulous Minecraft Studio content and all of the artwork to go with it. As Stephanie mentioned only just a few moments ago, all elements, all aspects of the graphics work of this collection have been designed in mind to cater for everybody. So if you're at home and you love to digital craft, Minecraft Studio is most definitely an option. The dies themselves being the forefront of the kit is absolutely an option. But maybe if you're at home and you've recently invested in a brand new SVG cutting machine, such as the Brother Scan and Cut, also it is for you too, because we do have the SVGs available for you. Now, when the SVGs are brought to you with a collection, you're going to get all aspects of the dies. No design is compromised in any way, shape or form. You're going to get the detailed, the matte cuts and the reflections, of course, to complement these designs. So whether you want to actually make a card shape from the maiden voyage, you can do. Or maybe Keeping Watch is actually going to be the size of an A4 page. You have the ability to do so. And you know what? These driftwood frames then could become 12 by 12s. You're going to get, of course, all of the reflections in a variant of sizes. So it's usually either large, original and small, or of course, original, large and extra large. Okay, they vary, of course, in size for you, but give you even more options. Now, to get hold of those, it's Shop SVG and an incredible price of just £17.99 will land you the entirety of the collection within that SVG formation. So if that's the option for you, that's definitely the one to go for, and that's going to get you all of that. And talking of Minecraft Studio, look at the projects that you can create. Now this here is flush, this is two-dimensional, but look at the sense of depth that's been achieved within that graphics program. Look how you can see the depth of the colour around the edge of the frame. It almost looks like you could step into the scene and be there as well. You can almost smell the sea, you can hear the sounds, and of course you can see everything going on within that scene. It creates that element of nostalgia, those days gone by, spent at the seaside with loved ones, friends and family. But of course you can take that into your craft, which really changes everything. We love our craft, we love those memories, and being able to utilise the pair of them together and more is just the best place to be. So if you want to go for all of those elements in one space, Shop Bundle will get you the entire die collection and the artwork to go with it. Shall I have a little look at this collection in some closer detail?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think is really exciting is that this covers so many genres of crafting. So if you are a stamper, look at these fabulous stamps that you've got, excuse me, and take a look at the detail that there is. So first of all, this is what we call an index sheet. So this is, and we'd highly recommend you print these out, because it shows you all the different designs that you're going to get on this fabulous USB download. So you can see here you've got all of the elements to do your scene building, but then take a look at these scenes. They've been hand drawn for you to be able to create this beautiful look and feel, and the quality and the detail of the design is just exquisite. And I'm going to go right into this artwork so that you can see, as we can look at the detail in the clouds, but then in the sea, that it looks like you've got little bits of the sunshine just shining on the water as you look. And then all the grass reeds, the little footprints from the children having run through the sand. And then you've got the logs and the driftwood that's also been left. That little fence that's, you know, we've all seen those rickety little fences that are around the sand dunes. And that is just one of the backgrounds. Then we go on to the lighthouse, and here the sky's changed and the sun's coming out, and you can see that beautiful blue sky. But the lighthouse looks like it's been there for years. It's one of those lighthouses that you remember as a child, but you go back and visit as an adult. And then the scenery around it. And the water's changed. It's got calmer. It's the kind of water that you can imagine wading in and just playing in the puddles and the little rock pools. But we come on to now, the sun's come out, it's a bright blue day, and these are the little fishermen houses that are right on the edge of the seafront. But it's that old-fashioned village. You've got the boat there, you've got all of the elements that are just building up this story. It makes you wonder what happened in this little cottage 200 years ago. Who lives up on the top of the hill overlooking the bay? There is something on here for absolutely everyone, and they are just your digital stamps and your backgrounds. Now, very quickly, just going to share this with you. So this is what you would be doing with your digital stamps. And I've got the image quite large. But let's say, for instance, you wanted to do this beautiful beach sand dune scene, but put one of the children in. And that's what you can be doing. You can be bringing in not just one, but other elements of it, and literally sitting them or standing them in amongst the scene. Let me take the grid away from you. And then you can see that. Isn't that fabulous? But let's get him a little bit nearer the water. Now, if you were doing this and you were using your regular stamps, you would be needing to buy multiple stamps to be able to do that. But you can take him so he's walking towards the water. He could be literally right on
of course,
right in the distance, looking out to sea. Yeah. So you've got the ability to resize everything. So when you're thinking about the value for money, think about how incredible it is that you've got all of these options. And in true designer style, we've broken those dies down so that you can be seed building like this.
Oh, that's my favourite bit.
Oh, I love it. And look at the two little boys. I want you to go into, again, the detail of this so that you can see them. Look at the detail on their hair, their clothes. You can almost see the texture in their fabric. And it's down to the little buckle on his braces. The attention to detail on these has been thought through to give you the best possible opportunity of being able to get professional results.
Absolutely. Think about it as well. With all of this Minecraft Studio content, you can download this right now. So if you're going, of course, for the collection with this included, or of course the Minecraft Studio individually, you can be crafting quite literally at the same time as Stephanie.
Wow. And then we come on to the keeping watch and some of the other elements. And I want to be able to show you this. So for those of you that have just joined us, let's just for one moment pause and just, we're going to let you just see why we're getting so excited about this amazing collection and let you see exactly what you're going to get for your money. And while you do that, I'm going to start to build you the elements that build a scene, and then we'll come back and look at the other half, because you've only seen half of it, the other half of this collection.
Okay, so of course, so many of you have just joined us. So a good morning to each and every one of you. It is fabulous to have your company. Some of you as well, maybe new viewers, which is wonderful. We're seeing new viewers every single day. So of course, with the launch of a brand new, fabulous collection, which is so nostalgic and nautical in theme, I'm going to quickly share with you how to shop as well for those of you who may be wondering how you get this home. Of course, all you need to do is type into the comments, as you would do if you're commenting on a photograph or another video on social media, the actual shop code. So for each and every product we have on our counter here today, it will have a code against it. So to get hold of your brand new collection alongside that artwork that Stephanie was just sharing with you, it is Shop Bundle, okay? The price for that one should be £135.91, but we've managed to bring that right down for you for a great saving of £35.92, costing you only £99.99 today for that fabulous introductory offer for your Beyond the Bay collection. Of course, as well, do bear in mind you can spread the cost when, of course, you click on the link in your messages and it redirects you over to the Highlight Crafts website for checkout. Spreading the cost is a way we're seeing many of you do. It allows you to still get all of the creativity out of your products whilst having the relaxation and enjoyment of knowing you're able to spread the costs in a way that suits you. Of course, in this collection here for you, you have got 8 die sets taking you right through all those individual elements that enables you to create a scene, to build a story, and go on the adventure that may remind you of days gone by and past nostalgic times spent at the seaside with friends. But it also allows you to get the sense and the feel, the tangible elements that, of course, the seaside is so well known for. It comes through so strongly in a collection themed around this entire setting, okay? As well, if you do want to go for the Minecraft Studio individually, so for example, digital stamping, scene building, colorways and image manipulation can be taken into account when, of course, playing with Minecraft Studio. If you're joining us and thinking, what is Minecraft Studio? We keep talking about it. It's a free graphics program. You can play with it on your PC, download it for free from the Highlight Crafts website. It never needs an update, but we continuously share with you brand new content that you can utilize on that platform. If you want to go for that today on its own, that is Shop MCS, and it's just £12.99. Cracking saving on that one. Really cost effective as well. Also as well, for all of your SVG users out there, if you want to utilize the collection, but with, of course, your cutting files, you can do so and get involved by typing in Shop SVG for just £17.99. Now, we're getting lots of hellos this morning. It's fabulous to have your company. Jeanette, good morning. Jeanette says, sorry, I need to ask a new scan and cut owner, if you get the SVG, do I need the MCS as well? You don't necessarily need them both, but it's a great way to, of course, be able to craft with the collection in both different sectors. If you're going for the SVG, it will give you everything that you need to be able to create this collection. So, of course, create the samples you're seeing here. But if you want to go for scenes and you want to have the backgrounds, such, of course, as the one Stephanie was showing with you, then going for the MCS will allow you to print those and then build your SVGs on top of them. So I would definitely suggest going for the pair of them together to give you really all areas of the collection to create the staggering projects that you're seeing here. So for example, Jeanette, if at home you're wanting to cut out these files here and build upon with the decoupage, but then overlay it onto a fabulous scene like this, you'll find those sat within the Minecraft Studio download. And with that being said, Jeanette, that means you can craft with this afternoon or this morning, soon as the show has finished and you've checked out your baskets. Now, with a very fast-paced and busy show, and of course already now approaching 10% of the stock in allocation, we do suggest for you to check out as soon as possible, okay? So head straight on over to your messages, click on that link, go to the Highlight Crafts website and check out your basket, okay? We've got plenty more items on the show, and we're going to go through these in a few moments for you, because plenty of these, we have built the show for you to be able to create exactly what you're seeing. What do you want to do, Stephanie?
I'd like to come back here for a few
Let's have a
minutes
look.
and you
Yeah.
can read some messages. But
Absolutely.
while I'm going to just click through everything on the computer, you can read messages.
Of course. Wonderful.
But before we do, can I just share with you how many dies you get?
Wow.
Look at the amount of metal. Now, I just want to mention these funny squiggly lines that you get. When you are printing scenes, so we'll just have a look at a quick scene. And let me just show
There's a
you.
lot of metal there for your money.
It is. So when you're printing a scene, for instance, you might want to just cut through part of the design And these will allow you to do that without having to take the scissors out and try and get the intricate detail that you've got here.
I love that.
They also allow you to go into elements around the houses and the water. So that's what your little squiggly lines are for. And you'll see that they very easily match up with elements on the actual
It's such a
shapes.
clever die to have.
It is, but also it makes your die cutting go much, much further.
Yes.
So you're going to find that on some of them, you've got the outline dies. So for instance, you can mat and layer these, and there you've got a silhouette design if you wanted to do that. So you've got every kind of crafting that we could manage to build in to this die collection to give you the best value, but the most versatility with what we've got. So I'm going to start just by going through everything on Minecraft Studio. I'm going to go quiet and let David just talk. I'm going to go back to the scenes because I think you need to see these in more detail. And for everybody who's just joined us, wow, congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But this collection is the start of a new level of design and versatility that we're going to be bringing you from not only Minecraft Studio, but from Highlight Crafts. So this is really the start of 2025.
It is indeed, and what a great way to start a brand new month as well. Something fresh, something revitalizing that's going to take you on a completely new journey into all really aspects of your creativity. If you want to utilize this collection for your home decor pieces, it would be great for display frames. It works so well for gifting because it's a theme we can all relate to. It's not gender specific, it's not age specific, it suits everybody, which of course we love. So please do share your stories. And talking of stories, good morning, Stephanie Best. Stephanie just got in touch and says, the only story I have, which is not really that interesting, of course it's interesting, we'd love to hear from you, but I'll tell it anyway. I went to St. Mary's Bay on a school trip. There had been an oil spillage and got oil all over my purple hot pants.
Oh my, oh no,
dear.
that's so, oh, that's...
Oh, that reminds me of this morning with paint, actually. If you want to hear a bit more about that, definitely join us at 10 o'clock for, of course, a fabulous show featuring some wonderful painting effects. Think about creating watercolour backgrounds for this and things like that. Loads to explore. Good morning.
And some brand new paints.
Oh, brand new paints.
Yay.
We like that, don't we? Good morning, Daphne. Good morning, Jocelyn. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Terry. Terry asks, is there a USB for the whole collection? Terry, what we've done for you on this collection is giving it you as downloads and, of course, broken it down to create an even better saving for everybody. So, of course, it allows you to have the option of going for, of course, the artwork as a download for just $12.99, which is Shop MCS. Or, of course, you can have the SVGs, which is Shop SVG for $17.99. You can go for either of the two of those, and, of course, you can go for them together as well. And do bear in mind when you are at checkout, you have got your benefits of being a Highlight Crafts Club member, as we are streaming today for you on Highlight Crafts live shopping. Good morning, Carol, as well. Carol says, the boy in the blue is my grandson, even down to his arm behind his back. Just had to pop it in my basket. Oh, Carol, that's wonderful. Lovely to hear some stories. Maybe you take your grandchildren to the seaside on holidays. Do you know, I remember going to the seaside. We'd always go at Easter as well, and it would always be the worst weather. We'd get there. Sometimes we'd just sit. I can remember one where we actually got there and sat in the car, and my mum went and got us ice creams, and we sat in the car whilst looking slightly through the windscreen at the sea, and then I think a shipping container went past on the back of a ship, and we drove home. That was about it. It was.
That was you.
You know,
that was you.
that was the seaside. That's it's Skegness, maybe to return. Honestly, there's so many stories coming through, and we would love to hear from you as well. Stephanie, have you got any favourite stories of the seaside?
Well, see, I was really lucky when I was a youngster. I lived abroad, so our seaside was sunny and fabulous.
Nice.
So I was very, very lucky for that. But since I've come as an adult, I mean, I love the East Coast because I just think it's so quintessentially British seaside, but it's also very grey and very dull.
Do you know what? That couldn't be more true. But there's something so special about the British seaside. It's everyone getting involved. You know, whether you go there for the fun of the fair, or of course you just love to really indulge into the old towns. And maybe places like Scarborough and Robin Hood's Bay, where there's such rich history and Whitby, where of course you can experience the coast and you go for your chips and you know, everything like that, all brought together. There's so many memories. In fact, when I first glanced at this collection and saw the two little cheeky chaps together standing looking out at the sea, it really reminded me of a story of me and my stepbrother at the time. We were sat on the beach and there was a little stream that ran from the top of the beach down into the sea, and we loved making sandcastles and building forts and all that sort of stuff. So we were playing there all day, building these little reservoirs and dams from this trickle of water that was running through. And when I say all day, I think my mum would have to reapply sun cream about 10 times. We'd been there that long. And then all of a sudden a plaster floated down in the stream. Yeah, a plaster. And I was like, ew. I must have been about 7 or 8 years old. And then we found out that the stream that we'd been playing in this entire time was coming from the shower block.
Seriously? Oh my God, that's disgusting.
And we both just legged
David.
it into the sea. And honestly, the exfoliation after that, I was traumatised. I was like, oh no, there's a plaster. And then I realised we followed it all the way back up. And I was like, great, do you know where you go and wash your foot? And get all the sand off. It was coming from that.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Plenty of good memories, but that's one that really stands out. But definitely make sure everyone, if you want to get a hold of this shop bundle to get what you're seeing now, and of course the dies that go with it.
I just think this is just such a beautiful, beautiful collection that you just, I mean, it just lends itself to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have to do anything.
Look at that.
To this. You just look at these two little guys. Let me bring him to the front.
These remind me of Hannah's little ones.
They absolutely do. Where's he gone?
Because he ran out.
Just undo. Yeah.
Have you seen the ice cream?
That's one of your boys.
Seen the ice creams in the corner. As well, some wonderful comments coming through here.
I've clicked on the wrong one. I'm just.
Oh, Sue says as well, you could use the frame in this collection to even frame your own pictures taken at the seaside and being at the beach as well, which is a lovely idea. Think about making your own photo albums of all of your holidays. You've got the perfect kit to do it now.
This is just, look at this. This is going right on the horizon. Up there. Right, let's go even further. I'm going to take it.
Oh, that looks nice.
I'm just going to make that really tiny.
Oh, wow.
Up there.
I love how when you scale the image down on Micro Studio.
Look, it looks like it's right miles away, and the children are there, just waiting to look. But the part of this that's fabulous is that's not the end, because you can then go into all the other little bits that you've got. We could put some extra. Let me just come down a little bit so that you can see this.
I love that there's a real variety of colour on that page, but everyone is defined, so everything stands out individually, but it doesn't, of course, it's not busy to the image.
No.
But the perspective created in that is astounding. And just adding that.
I've just added in another little bit there, but then you've got all the other elements. Where am I? Where's it gone? Here we go. So we could put some seashells and some detail in here. And let's just group all that together. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to just make it smaller. So that's now you've started to make your topper. So we're making a topper that's going to go onto the page. And then we're going to get rid of that. We'll ungroup it. And now I'm going to come into here and I'm going to make my decoupage. So I'm going to copy that and then paste it. And if you've never used it that's part of the decoupage that we're going to do. Then the little rocks, well, we're going to copy those and paste them. So that's another part of decoupage. And remember, you've got the dies for these. Then we're going to take one of the children and copy, and we're going to paste him. He's then going to come here. So you actually have got all the elements. You can build your own topper sheet ready for this to be able to be your crafting for the afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. Making your own decoupage, your own icon sheets. The lovely Sharon Noble's got in touch as well. Good morning, Sharon. It's lovely to have your company.
Good morning, lovely.
She says, my dog Kyra was swimming in the sea and started crying. So I thought she was in trouble. So I waded in fully dressed up to my neck in water before I got to her. She came swimming, all excited to me, little Tinker. Nothing wrong, thankfully, but I wrecked my trainers. I could have kicked her little butt. Honestly, they do that. They play games, don't they? Well, thank you for sharing that, Sharon. Dogs love swimming in the sea, don't they? They're
Oh,
absolutely...
they do, and they get covered in sand, and then you've got to get them out.
I know that they go all crispy.
They do go crispy, you're right. So
crispy, I wonder why it's the seawater.
So even with this, you can still use the shells as embellishments, but look at how we've got what we've done with the children so that you could have him looking into the scene. So when you're building your cards, it doesn't have to, you can create dimension in here, and he's wondering where his little brother has gone, and that's because he's right down the path. And look at how building perspective in Minecraft Studio allows you to do this. Yes. Now I'm going to put the computer to one side and just look at doing a paper demonstration. We've got an hour of painting coming up with brand new paints for you. And then I'm going to show you how to do a canvas that you can then use for this collection. And at 10 o'clock, David and I are going to be back with the collection, and we're going to be showing you some different kinds of scene building. So I'm just going to hand over to him for a minute and say hello and good morning to absolutely everybody who's watching while I get ready and get this demonstration ready for you guys.
Okay, so while Stephanie gets ready, I'm going to quickly share with you, of course, the details of the collection so you can, of course, get hold of this. And we've also got some fabulous substrates on our show as well, which are going to allow you to incorporate those into each and every single project. So we're going to share those with you now. But just before I get to that, Shop Bundle is going to get you your entire die collection today here, Beyond the Bay, for an incredible price of just £19.99. A great saving of £35.92. Of course, with that, you do also get the Minecraft Studio artwork. Now, I know a lot of you have been shopping for the Minecraft Studio individually. It's very busy on its own. And of course, you can do that by typing Shop MCS into the comments now for just £12.99. The majority of you, if not all of you, are going for the bundle with the dies and Minecraft Studio together because, of course, it's only an extra, £2 to do so. But if you did want to go for just the digital content, you can do that as well. If you want the SVG files, of course, for Beyond the Bay today, absolutely, you can go for those. That gives you all aspects of the collection that have been designed in one destination as a download for you, making this easy to use on your scan and cut machines, creating card shapes, creating and manipulating the designs in whichever way you wish to do so. Also on today's show, we have a fabulous download for you of some PDFs. This here for you is called Shop Artwork, and it's 2 Red Robins by the Sea. Now this here is built up from card sheets, so you can see you've got toppers, tags and inserts on here, as well as complementary backgrounds and designs. Now you can translate and convert these into JPEGs, so you can utilize them within Minecraft Studio if you wish, but this is a really quick and easy print as you go collection. It's very complimentary of our brand new launch today with even different coast settings in here, and of course you've got the reflections that did go with the dies when it launched, but you could use these, of course. You could scan them in if you wanted to and use them as your SVG files, scan them in and cut them out. Or, of course, you've got rice papers as well. So think about that, 20 designs here in the essence and, of course, in the taste of a rice paper that you can print from this download. You've also got some wooden paneling, almost like shiplap, that you see on those beach huts, and of course those washed ashore pieces of wood with a wonderful wash of colour. Now as well, that there for you is Shop Artwork. Today's price is just £19.99 for that. You're saving a £5 on that one, so definitely worth popping that into your basket alongside the collection if you want some fabulous artwork to complement everything that you're seeing today. Now, of course, with the wonderful array of samples that you're seeing amongst us here, you might be thinking, well, I need the rice paper, I need some acetate, I want some printable canvas, I want the substrates that you know and love and see us using here on a daily basis to complete the set. Well, we have those for you as well. This one here for you is Shop Double. Now, as a lot of you may already know, a firm favourite of mine is, of course, our Craftmaster printable rice paper. Now, this here for you is going to land you with 2 packs of 20. Okay, so of course this one here for you is going to give you the ability to print everything that you're seeing from Micro Studio on rice paper. Just before I share with you the price on this, I just want to remind everybody and let you all know that now 20% of the bundle of our brand new die collection is now already in allocation. So with that being said, do ensure to check out your baskets as soon as possible, because of course it's getting very, very busy in today's show. And this is the launch hour. So of course we're expecting it to be busy, just not quite as busy as it is. So thank you so much for everyone joining us this wonderful Saturday morning. Of course, for your 2 packs of that rice paper, it's Shop Double and it's just £19.99. You've got a £5.99 saving on that. I'm going to quickly just share these ones with you before we go to a demo, because of course Stephanie's going to be utilising Substrates in her demonstrations. If you want some printable canvas, this stuff is fabulous and it works perfectly with a nautical setting, because of course it's that jute, natural Hessian fibrous touch, but you can print onto it from your inkjet printers. You are going to get 5 in each pack, and you're going to get 2 packs, so 10 A4s in total, and it's shop canvas, and today it's just £19.99. That's a crazy saving on printable fabric. Shop acetate for you is a printable acetate. This is a twin pack for you, and it's going to work perfectly. Think about those seaside settings with, of course, an array of waves thrashing over onto printable acetate with your mirror spray behind. That would look fabulous. You're going to get in here 2 packs of 25, so 50 sheets of printable acetate for £19.99. That's incredible. It's shop acetate for that one. Okay, Stephanie, do you want me to come and join you?
Yes, please.
Okay,
and
lovely.
I wanted to share with everybody a couple of things really important about this. So first of all, you'll notice that we often do dies with these foundation dies behind them. So for instance, here you can see there's the foundation die to our driftwood frame, and there is the inner die that's going to be used to be able to cut the aperture. But we've also got foundation dies here on the anchor and also on our little seagull. So take a look at how this card's going to be constructed. So first of all, we're wanting to create the card shape. Well, that has been done easily using this die. So literally, take the die and cut it out as many times as you need for it to become your foundation. So that's going to be the card shape. So we're going to take that and cut that a couple of times. We've also, cut it out to create the frame, but then cut out the anchor and the seagull, and those have been cut in white card because they are going to be our foundation, and they've been stuck on at this point. The next thing that you do, you're going to take one of your frames that you've printed out your reflections, and that is going to layer on top. And at that point, you're going to be looking at it thinking, well, I've still got these pieces left there, but they're there because I'm just going to make sure that I've got this the right way, and it is that way. There we go. So it's given me a lovely little border. I've got some of my bookbinding glue just to give it, just to stick that down flat. So I'm just going to make sure that the border's equal all the way around, so it's allowed me to just move that a tiny little bit. But now, with where the anchor elements are stuck out, I'm going to take the anchor and I'm going to place that over the top. And the reason that we've done that is because we've now made this frame look like it's actually got this detail built into it. So you've actually created a new frame with the outline all the way around it, and it looks fabulous. That's what I mean when I say to you that this collection and this level of design has been built into what we're doing to be able to enable you guys to be as professional as possible. So that's going to finish off our frame. So I'm just going to pop
I
that
love
down.
that. I love the use of the outline dyes alongside the base layer before you've added any coloured reflections. That makes such a difference.
It does, and lots of people say, "Oh, I don't know what to do with my outline dyes. Do you even need them?" Well, this is a prime example of absolutely why you do, because you've now taken that frame there from this, which if I just pop that on there, to that, and look, they look completely different.
They do.
So we've built in the extra value for you to be able to do this. So from that outline die there, you could be making a regular size card that could be side opening. It could be a tent card. We're going to make it into an easel card. So you're going to create an easel card. But you've got so many different card shapes. We could be cutting that through the middle and creating a gatefold. So what I'm going to do, taking a blank here, you need to score along the top of it, allowing you enough to be able to get a good bond to that step. And then you divide what's left of it directly in half. So when you first look at it, that looks bigger than there. But if I fold it exactly in half, you'll see how we've gone to that point there, which is the furthest point that we've got. And then this will go onto the card.
I absolutely love an easel card coming together. I find it fascinating the way that a die can be used to actually create that elevation.
Yeah, and the thing about all of this is, and just make sure that you line this up as accurately as you can. But what I'm loving about the whole thing, she says, look at that, I've got a wonk.
Yeah, but it's so easily disguised with the shape. It's very forgiving.
It is actually.
Yeah.
I'm lucky, aren't I?
Yeah,
that was a lucky.
It was purposeful,
strike.
Stephanie.
So then this one is going to go like that. So you're getting that dimension actually on the card itself.
Amazing.
Oh, where's this time going?
I know, do you know what? It's absolutely flying. Do you know what? Stephanie's made a really good point here. Stephanie Best, it says, can't beat fish and chips at the seaside.
Oh.
They taste so much nicer. Do you know what would be a great question? What do you have on your fish and chips?
Oh,
okay,
that's
this is
controversial.
Gonna be is it going to be gravy?
Oh, no.
Is it curry sauce?
No.
Is it mushy peas? Is it mayonnaise? Is it ketchup?
Mayonnaise, yes.
I like to have a pot of curry sauce with mine.
Oh, God, David, that's disgusting.
Honestly, there's a place in Scarborough that do a whiskey curry sauce.
A whiskey curry
it's
sauce?
honestly the nicest thing I've ever tried. Curry sauce, fish and chips.
I forgot the scene.
That's me talking about chips.
Oh, it is. Do you know what? It absolutely is, because my head immediately went to food.
Do you know what? I might have to get chips for my lunch today. I'm not going to the seaside for it, though.
It's too far.
It's definitely worth it.
Right, I'm going to have to put that right in a second, but I'm just going to show you this. So there's your scene, and there is the element that you need to create it. So if we take a look at this, you can see how, again, we've broken down parts of it. So you've got elements to be able to decoupage. You've got the die itself, you've got the scene that goes behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak this in somehow. Not quite sure how. Yes, I am.
It's going to sneak in there, of course it is. Terry's just asked a really important question as well. How do I check out my order? Soon as, of course, you have got all the items in your basket, you can do this after the show, but we do recommend doing it as quickly as possible to ensure your purchase. Of course, when it's a really busy show, things can be allocated across the board. If you've shopped with us on social media, so such as Facebook or Instagram, head straight on over to your direct messages. Within that message, you will see a link sat in there, a series of links, of course, depending on how many times you have entered the shop code. Click on that link and it'll redirect you straight over to the Highlight Crafts website. Now, at that point, of course, you can add to your basket, but do make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account just before checking out. Now, Terry, if you are a brand new viewer, of course, if this is your first time shopping with us, you will be prompted to create an account with Highlight Crafts, and of course it's free to do. You can sign up for that and it will of course get you additional benefits and discounts along the way with each and every purchase, which is a fabulous part of the world to be in the creative industry. So of course take advantage of that. Loads more to come as well throughout the day for you. We've got plenty more to see. If you are shopping along on the website as well, if you're entering those into your basket, of course, then just click on your basket at the top of the website page. You'll see it there. It'll be red, illuminated there, and you can click on that and it'll take you and you can see everything inside your basket.
Right, so I managed to put that right, but let me explain to you what I did. I had to break the bond with the foam that I'd got there, which was fine. We managed to get it in. If you do that and it doesn't, oops.
Not on the special cloth. Oh, we can put it on there. There we go.
Oh, David, I did do it inside your pocket. Nobody knows.
No, because then all my tissues are all in bits. I've got bunting, I've got scissors, I've got pens, I've got... Hey, my pass is in here.
Hey, you lost your pass. You found your pass.
I found my pass.
Oh, he found his
outside
pass.
this morning. We couldn't get in. I don't know what else I've got in here. A pin. Half a polo. There's all sorts going on.
Right, so I'm now doing a little bit of decoupage. I mean, how would you have cut that out if you didn't have a die? That's the bit that's so exciting. Now, because I've messed up this, I've actually had that as a scene to go behind it. But what I could do is I could now take this die and just cut myself some of those, get it the right way up, there. I could just literally cut some of that out, or I could cut those out and I could decoupage those behind. So we're going to save that layer. I'm going to put that in the other design. Oh dear. No, it hasn't.
That would be a seaside disaster.
It folded down. It's there. It's not gone. He's not gone. He hasn't gone. He hasn't gone. I did worry for a second.
Oh, wow. You know what? The debate in the comments is gone bonkers. So many of you are discussing your favourite sauces or what is awful and what's amazing. Sharon Noble says, I dip my chips in the curry sauce, but not my fish. Totally with you on that, Sharon. We have got as well Angie saying that she loves salad cream on top of hers. Salad cream on her fish and chips.
Actually, probably. Yes, actually. I'm going to go with that one.
You like salad cream, don't you?
I do. I love salad cream. Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, do you know what?
I think we should definitely test it out at lunchtime.
It requires a test to actually define the true answer. Stephanie Best says mushy peas and ketchup or tartar sauce. Oh, and lemon.
Oh, I'm not sure about mushy peas and...
Do you know what? I think I have to be in the mood.
Well, I love mushy peas, but I'm not sure about with sauce.
Yeah, a sauce and a sauce. Maybe if the sauces are kept separate. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
sauce
what
dilemmas.
dilemma.
I know, right? So we've got salad cream again. Let's have a look.
Oh, I'm now you've got me hungry, everybody.
Really hungry. Oh, we've got another curry sauce. Curry sauce for the win at the moment by the looks of things. What about mayonnaise? I like chip in a mayonnaise.
I like dipping chips in mayonnaise.
Oh, it's my favourite, that.
That steak and chips.
Steak
and chips with mayonnaise.
Have we got onto curry sauce now, steak and chips? Honestly.
Oh, how have we got on talking about that?
It's just the one.
I'm just hungry now.
Me too, honestly. Seaside do the best fish and chips because, of course, it's the freshest you can get, I guess. You can quite literally have it. And do you know what? It's making me want to go and get a fish and chip shop, Stephanie. I'll see you later.
Hannah, are we going to... do you know, once we were doing the show and I said... So I'm putting 2 layers of foam on this because I want it to be higher than him. So can... I pulled his head off.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Wow.
What has happened?
Just make it into a shell.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Right, okay, we might have to perform some surgery.
Oh, David, don't laugh at me.
This is no laughing matter.
Pulled his head
You're just
off.
getting ahead of the card.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I've got to mend it.
Right, okay. While Stephanie just performs
oh, my gosh,
an
I
exercise.
feel really bad. I've pulled his head off.
In other news, salt and vinegar is all you need for that. But for your chips, fish and chips, salt and vinegar. So how are you going to repair him?
I'm just going to try this. I don't
know.
know.
Scissors?
I've got scissors.
Okay.
I've just pulled it off. Listen, everybody,
right.
Don't pull his head off like I've just...
Every minute, that's quite the look. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Sorted.
Oh, phew.
Oh dear. So, you can of course decoupage elements.
A blinking red liner tape,
Oh,
it
right.
always is hard.
Do you want a pokey?
Yeah.
Got the emergency caddy on side here. All sorts. Ball of string?
Oh, it's because I've stuck it to the foam.
Right, okay.
Oh, never mind. We'll make his head just...
Yeah, Pauline Ellington says nothing should be on there other than salt. Well,
oh, gosh.
Plenty of salt.
Make sure you get his head all right.
Lindsay says, oh my goodness, Saturday shows are always so funny. Well, as intended. That was part of the demo, so...
I've got to... It wasn't part of the demo. Oh, so like your demo this morning, when you... David went into my paints this morning.
I did.
My new paints.
Brand new paints. Sorry.
And it went wrong.
No, when you're trying to do something sneaky. So at 10 o'clock today, we've got a fabulous show coming up with brand new paints. The colours are beautiful. I can't wait for you to see them. And I had a little glimpse this morning as the show had been set up. So I opened one of them and there was a tab because they're all sealed beautifully. And I peeled the tab back. And do you know like when you open a yogurt and the lid flips back? All the paint just went bright
red. On his shirt, look. The hair.
It's dried now. Hey, it dries on fabric.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go. So join in for 10 o'clock. I did want to smear it, but I thought I wanted to have a bacon sandwich.
I want to just share this. So I've mended him. And the only reason that that piece of foam is stuck is because the foam was wider than the red liner tape, because it will not stick to red liner tape. Just saying, in case you have the same problem as me.
If anyone's out there beheading the dyes.
I'm not. Oh, you've made me feel direct. Oh,
Hannah, we need to see this.
So hang on a minute. Let me just get this. So I need to. Oh no.
Right, we're going to share this with you. Oh no!
Just hang on. Again. I'm just going to do this.
Okay, so as you're building this card, I'm just going to share this photograph with you at the same time as this project, because look at this, how memories can translate into craft and those treasured nostalgic memories. This is Hannah's two little boys here. How wonderful is that?
Just posing. Oh, I had a little chat with them last night. They want to come and visit.
Oh, they need to.
They were literally...
I think we should get them to do a show.
Oh, we'd never get them off.
Honestly,
they would be
fabulous.
They
doing
literally.
His demos.
So he's recovered now. So right, so now this is going to go onto the front of there like that. And look at what I said about being professional. See how the shape of that card is literally just going to slide into place. So it is so professionally finished. It really, look, it's neat. Yeah. It's perfect. That's what we want. We want to be another level of crafting this year.
That's what it's all about. And of course, it's allowing you to build on the knowledge you already have within dies. It's now 9 o'clock, so we have reached halfway through, of course, our fabulous 2-hour special here today with a brand new launch. And with that being said, in a few moments' time, shall I give everyone a recap as well on how to get hold of this collection? But this here, Stephanie, is just amazing.
So I'm just going to do that and line that up. And then, of course, we would put our design in here. So that needs cutting to be the right size. We can put our frame, which also can be cut to size, and then our little sentiment, which will become our stopper. And we've extended the beach into the bottom.
Wow, it is beautiful, Stephanie, and seeing this collection come to life, it really is allowing you to get truly involved in the essence and the nostalgic nautical notions of Beyond the Bay. If you have just joined us this morning, a big warm welcome to the team here at Live Shopping. It's fabulous to have your company. If you're joining us for the first time today, please do get involved, say hello, drop us a comment in the feed, of course, so we can just hear about your memories, share your experiences, or maybe let us know what you're crafting with at the moment and how this is going to tie into what you're currently doing. A lot of you, I can imagine, are already downloading the content from today's show.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Are we staying here for 2 hours, then going next door?
Yeah, we've got another hour here.
I wanted to go and do something to show.
Well,
No, I'll
do you want to
it
go
the
do that, and I could have a little play if you want to?
No, because you want to come on here and I'm not letting
Do
you.
you know, this morning I was having a go on Minecraft Studio and I was playing with it, having a look, and it is incredible, the
I'm
content
not.
that's been designed.
I'm not getting up. I'm staying. I'm not
Stephanie's
even gonna.
staying put.
I'm not even coming over there now in case
That's
you run
it.
past me.
That's it. I'm up here on my
Right.
own now.
So I can actually finish this properly and show everybody properly how to finish it. Because I want to share this.
Okay. Should we come back over to you in a moment?
Yeah, please, because I want to share everybody with
Right.
this tip.
We're going to go over to Stephanie in a few moments while she completes that fabulous project that you've seen come to life there for you. And if you want to get involved and, of course, get the fabulous content you're seeing Stephanie craft with today, you can go for the brand new collection, launching for the very first time, seeing it for the very first time here today in this show, live from 8 a.m. up to 10 a.m. this morning on Saturday. This here for you is Shop Bundle. That's all you need to do is type that code into the comments to secure this into your basket. What you'll be getting by doing so is the entire Beyond the Bay collection. It's from In the Studio, a well-known, forever-loved brand here at Highlight Crafts, where we share with you innovative dyes, brand new design concepts, and ways of being able to utilize your well-known products within a brand new collection. This here for you is an 8-dye collection, a very expansive and comprehensive kit that allows you to indulge into a fabulous array of nautical themed design work. This here for you today is going to offer those 8 die sets and, of course, the artwork download. So that's going to give you Minecraft Studio of textures, colorways, complementary artwork, reflections and scene building elements. Not to forget as well those digital stamps, which is brilliant. So this here for you should be £135.91, but for today's introductory show price, it is just £99.99. You've got almost a £36 saving on that, which is incredible value for money when we talk about a brand new launch here at Live Shopping. You can see the detail that's been captured within the designs. The artwork is so majestic and the palette is so therapeutic, as is the seaside itself. Take yourself to those favourite places, those destinations that you endeavour to go to, spend treasured times with family, or maybe you are fortunate enough to live by the coast and it may be where you take your morning walks. Bring the outside inside to your craft room with a fabulous brand new collection today, Beyond the Bay from In the Studio. If you want to capture the essence of this kit in different formations, that is of course achievable for each and every one of you at home today by just typing into the code SHOP-SVG. You could go for everything that you've just seen there, but of course with your SVG files. It's going to give you each and every die set, but enable you to make them into different sizes. So do things that are the impossible with a die. Make the characters bigger, smaller, and of course play with this perspective in a different way. What has happened? Reset, malfunction there. And of course that for you gives you the SVG files. You're going to get the original, the small and the large, and of course the reflections to download and print for each and every one. But if you want the scenes, the scene building, the stamps, the colorways, all that of course goes with Minecraft Studio, you're going to want this. And this here is Shop MCS, which will give you the Minecraft Studio content and of course all of the artwork for this kit. And you know what? This almost is your stepping stone of inspiration that you're seeing here. With the moment shared with Stephanie on the PC just at the start of the show, that gave you an insight as to what you could be doing, spending leisurely time indulging into a fabulous new kit. And look at this, easel cards. You've got in here an array of projects, even delving into your mixed media techniques as well. I mean, look at this shaker with all of those crystals and gems in there, like a little porthole. So for me, I visualize this as a representation of maybe inside a ship or a boat passing by and looking out onto the land that you've sailed across. It tells a true journey, this one does. Great for maybe someone that lives by the coast or lives by the coast, or of course holidays by the coast as well. So nautical cards have a very strong prominent theme, and you'll find them running through, of course, all of your card and gifting elements, because it's very strong within homewares, interiors, and the colour palette is so neutral. It allows it to be complementary in so many different settings, whether it's a living room, whether it's your bedroom. It's a theme that never goes out of fashion. We see it evolving all of the time, and being able to actually create that into a paper crafting element really changes the game. So of course as well, if you want to go for that collection, all of your details of course are on the screen for your fabulous brand new kit today. So shop ahead, get hold of it, and then of course you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the fabulous demonstrations we've got for you today.
Right, so I'm going to go back to this card. I'll do a quick recap for you of what we've done. So this is why this shape is so important, and these foundation dies that you've got are going to be so useful. So you get them for all of the different elements where we can build in extra design. And it is about creating really, truly professional cards. So this is going to be the base that's going to go under here.
Ah, okay.
And so, first of all, I've used that piece of decoupage and I've made that 3-dimensional. So imagine that as the main body of the card. That is just in its own right, it's going to look so professional because you've got that extra dimension in there. Now, the next part of this, when we come to put this inside, that is not going to fit. You can see it's going to go over that edge there. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors and we're going to make a little notch on each side here and then trim that off. So I'm just going to do it by eye.
I guess with the...
And that's going to sit in there,
so it just
like
tucks
that.
into the fold. Nice.
Yep, it will just work like that. So this is going to go on first.
Okay.
So nice and flat.
And I guess you could build this up in a series of layers, but of course the way that you've done it allows you to really sort of pick and choose where you want to place things as well, which is nice.
It does. And, you know, it's nice that when you open this up, you've got that extra bit of detail there because it really finishes the design off.
It does.
Now, that's obviously not a professional finish. So we're going to want to put our design on the bottom. So we'll get it the right way up. So there we go. And again, we're going to need to trim this. Now this one needs to be done really accurately. So line up the pieces that you've got there and there. And then we're going to, again, come into the design and do yours really carefully because I'm not. I'm just going to cut here. So let's go into that bit. Use that edge for my scissors. So there. So that's going to sit like that.
Yeah.
And if you want to be really picky, you can put that piece up there.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought to do that.
There. But also, look at this piece that we've got here, because this would allow us to actually just use that as a piece of driftwood and then put everything else around it.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're just going to put this on. Now, because I've got that on a layer of foam, this one needs to go on 2 layers of foam. So we're getting dimension to the design.
So you're building that one up.
Yep, so I'm going to put this down that side and see if I can get it down that side without, no. So we're going to have to trim it. So let me show you a little trick for that. So I'm just going to get a piece of the tape that I've already pulled the back off, place that on top like that, and then you won't get sticky scissors. So I've now made 2 pieces. So there.
So doubling up on your foam usage there, which is great.
Yeah, that's good. And then that becomes your strip.
Oh, Stephanie says she's just checked out. We'll be having a go after the lives. Absolutely, you can check out as well and secure your purchase.
And lots of you will be crafting this afternoon, I think. I can just see this as being this afternoon's Saturday afternoon's crafting.
A Saturday afternoon crafting. It's the 1st of February. We're going into lighter evenings, brighter mornings. We're starting to see spring showing through, and what a wonderful way to craft with a brand new collection that's so radiant and fresh and crisp. I think it's the perfect time of year to get ready for your spring and summer makes.
Geez, Stephanie, I've done a right dog's dinner of this. Just right.
Fish and chips.
That's what's wrong. I've been sat thinking about blinking food.
We're all thinking of food. Oh, Amanda, you've put Pauline, sorry, you put shop SCS. It might be just shop MCS because that might get you a sofa. So I would. But sometimes phones and things can do autocorrect, so I just put an M in front and just retype that one there for you.
So I'm just going to put my little piece of rope over that thing. We've got things going on. So
Hannah's
just put a note up that says tea, and I'm like,
Is it
Afternoon
tea already?
tea. Oh, she thinks.
Yeah,
Oh,
we love
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we love tea.
Oh.
We're all having tea. Have you got a drink? What's your drink of choice? I saw a few of you in the comments this morning saying you've popped the kettle on. We even had a comment in yesterday saying I put the tea's made on.
I've
love
not
a
had
tea's made.
I've not seen a tea's made for years.
You know what? I don't know why. I feel like there was incredible gadgets and inventions
In
before
the
my time
80s.
that no longer are used. And I think, why? They sounded incredible. Imagine waking up and when your alarm goes off, it makes you a coffee.
I know.
That's incredible.
Right, so
this is so pretty.
that has to go there because of that.
Okay, yeah.
And you don't notice it, but do you know what? This year's about super professional crafting. Oh, David's got the gadgets. He's got his glue gun out. Thank you, David. Right, so I'm just going to pop this so that you can see.
I love the colour of the frame.
It's just gorgeous. If your stepper doesn't want to step, normally it's because the score lines haven't been scored tight enough. Right. So get yourself something that you can score with. Score really tightly. That's one. And then the other one is just there. I'm just going to make sure that that's there.
It's really, with easel cards as well, the lovely Mary, who joins us on many of our shows, she was in the other day and asked how to make an easel card, because she says she sees them so often. Now, you can, of course, check out the Highlight Crafts YouTube channel. We share with you so much inspiration on card creations there, don't we? Look at that.
See, that, do you know what? It's just super professional card making. Right, shall we do a little look around the USB, the artwork? I don't want to. I'm not getting out this chair because David wants to come on here and do my craft studio.
The chair will be filled instantly.
And I'm not letting him. I'm just going to show you this. That's really mean, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You know what? I'll let you off though. Never mind. Maybe one day. Of course, if you want to go for your MCS, it's shop MCS.
That's the problem, see. Once you get on this, there's so much on it. And it really is. This is, I think, one of the easiest collections of artwork we've done for you to create professional perspective without actually being an artist.
Yeah, I think so. It allows you to play with the artwork in different ways of which it was initially designed for. It gives you the ability to create different compositions, change the colour, change the scaling, the size, perspective, and the orientation of every single file, which, of course, as Minecraft Studio always offers, great flexibility, but for everybody out there, you can try Minecraft Studio. When I first tried it, I was not savvy on a computer at all, but it's designed to really be, all the utensils, the buttons that you push are the same names as the glues and the scissors that you use on your desk. It's really easy.
So we've got twins here, but I'm just going to flip one of them.
Oh, okay.
So that they're together.
I like that.
So now it actually does look like twins, but it doesn't. They don't look like.
Yeah, definitely.
They're in the same pose.
Oh, I like that.
Right, let's have a look at what you're actually going to get then. So Beyond the Bay is just the most gorgeous set of artwork. So first of all, your reflections. These are, you'll find you've got index sheets to be able to work with. So the great thing about an index sheet is it gives you the code that you've got here, but it also then and you can see here, every element's also numbered. It allows you to use that to find the detail that you want in the scene building. So it says driftwood frame there. If you want those designs, you can see them here ready to actually work with. So your reflections is a representation of all of the different designs and the coloured artwork that you are getting in your dies. So first of all, please print these out, because this becomes your almost library of what are your index, your library of everything that you've got. It also shows you the shape of the individual design. So that actually will help you when you're choosing your dies on which ones you're going to work with to get all of these outline elements. Yeah. And then you've got everything, but you've got it also broken down. It's like a step-by-step of how to get started. Yeah.
I like you say you've got the ship with, of course, the sea around it, with it without the sea. And then, of
Yeah.
course, those fences built up in all the different layers.
And then you've got the digital stamps, and these allow you, again, to be able to create some beautiful designs. And you've got lots of them. So you've got the elements ready for you to be able to create all your design work. So that's your digital stamps, and also your, we didn't even look at textures.
Oh, wow.
And so you've got all of these textures. Now, the thing about this that I love is that when these have been created, and the lovely Sophie who's on cameras has done this, it looks like water. So if we pick one of those designs, look at how that just looks like you're looking into a piece of water.
It does.
So they're your actual textures, but your scenes. So you've got these in lots of different orientations, different sizes, ready, sized for you to help you get started. So you're seeing each one of them there, and also all the different ways that you can use it. So you've got this landscape and portrait, you've got it half size, and you've also got it with or without elements in the design. So you've got it with or without the boat. Then if I come to the next page, here you've got the sand dunes, but you've also got the cottages, the fishermen cottages. And then if I come back to this one, here you're going to see the lighthouse that you've also got. And then when we actually pull this onto, and this is the thing about my Craft Studio artwork, I'm going to go in really, well, before I go in really close, I'm just going to get this and I'm going to make it huge. I'm bearing in mind that is an A4 sheet there. So that's my, which just move these out the way. That's my A4 there. This is huge. Wow. And now we're going to go right in, right in. And it has not pixelated at all. But look at the detail that you've got. You can see the individual strokes of how this has been drawn and designed, and you've got all of that detail. So we are taking you on a design journey. We're taking you through every element that you need. So that's our scene building. And then we're going to go into our scene building.
Oh, my favourite bit.
This is my favourite bit of all MCS.
Yeah, it's
those frames,
I mean,
they're stunning.
I think this is my favourite frame we've ever done.
Well, this one, I mean, without all the elements around it, the decoration, it works so well, because the other thing is you can change the orientation of these as well. So you've got the anchors, you've got the actual frames, scenes, but you've also got them with or without the boats. You've got them with different numbers of houses on. So you've got a complete row here. Then we've got one house less. It probably fell in the sea.
Or maybe it's just not in shot.
No, and then this one's got even less. No, I went, it's a thing.
Yes.
It is a thing.
Do you know what seaside erosion is a thing?
Yeah, no.
It is, honestly. That's why they dropped the big boulders now, isn't it?
No, yeah, but it's not just that. I was with the lovely Nancy literally a couple of weeks ago, and we went to a place near, where were we? We were over in Norfolk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we went there, and there was a house, and there was only half a house left.
Yeah, there's a few places now where that even streets and stuff, they're sort of cordoned off because they're so close to the coast, and it does happen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So then look,
I would love to live at the coast.
I love this look. This one's only got 2 houses on it, compared to this one that's got all the houses. So if you wanted to just send that, I mean, I wonder who lived there.
I don't know, whenever you go to an old seaside town, I always want to click my
boats.
fingers and go back a few hundred years
Yeah,
and think,
me
what
too.
was it like? Was it loads of boats turning up with all of, produce from overseas, the fishing boats, the sounds? Because it's still the same, it's just who's there is different.
Absolutely. And if you print out the reflections, you can think about which elements you really want to do and which elements you want to decoupage as well, because while you're printing your sheet, you can be putting all these extra pieces on that you can then use your dies for to decoupage. But you are literally getting everything that I'm showing you. And even down to the streets that you've got. Look at how we've got it here. We've got it with the sea. We've got it without the sea, but we've got also the extra little bits of the land. Or we've also got it without those extra bits of the land. So this doesn't even have to be seaside. This could literally be in a town area. And then you've got all the extra houses. And then we've got, and I'll show you, while you're talking, I'm just going to bring you, I'm going to bring up a new page.
Okay.
And I'm going to start to build a design so I can show you some stuff.
Okay. So, of course, if you want to get hold of all of the content that Stephanie's sharing with you right now, which, of course, is your Beyond the Bay Minecraft Studio download, you can type Shop MCS into the comments and get that instantly downloaded to your PC for just £12.99. If you did want to go for, of course, the bundle itself, you could type into the comments shop bundle to get all of the dies and the Minecraft Studio artwork together as well. And that is just £99.99. Of course, as well, do bear in mind you can spread the cost, of course, with your bigger items on the show as well, such as your entire collection. And it's really easy to do. Of course, when you do go to checkout, just before you complete your purchase, you can select one of the following, whether it's PayPal Pay in 3, ClearPay, or of course Klarna to spread the payments. Choose whatever suits you best, because of course I've used it quite a few times. It's brilliant, and it allows you of course to take advantage of the current offers and existing prices whilst we've got them, and get your favourite products right to your front door. Whilst of course you are browsing the website at your point of checkout as well, do add anything into your basket that of course allows you to go on that journey with your crafting, such as the substrates we've got on today's show. We've got fabulous printable canvas and acetate, which will take you of course into different dimensions of variations of substrates, because you could print something just like what Stephanie is creating right now, print it onto rice paper, and maybe even put it onto your favourite shopper bag, or of course onto a canvas, and then introduce your spritzers and your inks and your pastes. But allow yourself to go on a different journey with a brand new collection.
Right, look at how I'm just going to, I need to pick up. Look at how I'm making a bigger...
The street looks even longer.
I know. So I'm just going to move that out of the way so I can get that one. But then, so what I've done is, look at how it works.
Yeah, it does.
So, and I've actually flipped it. Mm-hmm. So here's the next one in the street.
I love walking
So
down
now
those little
it doesn't even look like it's a seaside. It doesn't have to be a seaside. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy that and I'm going to paste it. So I've got another one there and I'm going to put it about there, but I'm going to make it more squat so it changes the shape. And we'll make it smaller and we'll then send that all the way to the back.
Oh,
so it looks
like
like
you've gone down a hill.
That's right, because of there you can't see. So doesn't that look fab? It actually looks like we've gone down the hill.
That's really cool. I like that. It's
Isn't
completely
that
changed the image.
It's and that as a design.
Yeah.
If I now just come out of it a bit and I make all of that together and I now group that, you've got a whole new little street that you've created, and you can then decide what you want to do with it. So the next thing that I would do is I go back into my scenes and I'm going to choose, I want one with just a lot of sea
It
and
makes me
sky.
so eager to craft when I see this in action. It is
I'm going to
fabulous.
just take that and I'm going to send that all the way to the back. And I'm just going to make that a lot smaller.
Oh, look at that.
And you just make it so you can just see the beach.
Wow. Just in the distance there. That's like when you're travelling to the seaside, we always used to do first to see the sea, and that is your first glimpse of the seaside in the distance.
Isn't that really clever?
I want to be there.
I'm just going to get that a bit bigger. I need this a bit smaller. I mean, it's just so addictive playing with this.
It
so
really is.
Just play with the sizing so that you can get it so that it sits where you want it. So I've got another solution because I want that smaller. I can, I'm just going to stretch it out a bit and then go smaller because I want the C to look like it's right in the distance, but I also want the frame, whoops, I've got the wrong piece. I also want the frame to look like it's the right size for this design. So just keep playing with it a little bit until you've got everything all lined up perfectly so that it fits exactly the way that you want it to.
Even how the light's casting over the back of the cottages on the right-hand side, it's creating a shadow on the cobbles, which then looks so natural with the sea in the distance, as if the sun is out to sea and it's casting inland and you can see it all.
And then we could go into our seam building, choose our frame that has got just the driftwood in it, and if we then will rotate that so that we've got the detail. Let me see which way I'm going to go. I think I want it like that, actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then we'll go up here and we'll bring that up. And although it's a square, it does lend itself for you to be able to...
Oh, it does.
...stretch and...
It doesn't distort it, does it?
No, it works, doesn't it?
It really does. That's fascinating.
And there, you can just push you in a little bit. So you can see how you can build that. And look now, it really does look like we've added some extra things.
Is
and
amazing.
we started off, just for those of you that, let me just ungroup that. So I'm just going to come back here. So that we've got, that's the design, but we actually started off with, it's going to be there, just those houses. And we've added all those other elements to it. So from that, you extend your thing.
It does. That is amazing.
It's so good to play with.
Do you know that sense of satisfaction that you get with Minecraft Studio? It never fades. It's something that you experience every single time that you get that PC out and start crafting with the content. It's so rewarding. It's so enjoyable. And you can have that opportunity and experience for just £12.99 a day if you want to download that fabulous content and artwork. If you want to go with some different substrates though as well, maybe to print onto, got a great one here for you. Absolutely love this stuff. This here for you is your printable canvas from Craftmaster. This here for you is just £19.99 today. It's got a cracking saving of £9.99, so you're saving just shy of £10 by a penny. And basically what you do with this is you peel off the top layer. Okay, so you'll get a plastic layer like this. You peel this away and it'll stop anything from sticking to the fibrous surface. It's also got a vinyl backing to it, okay, which strengthens and of course retains all of those fibres in one place for you. Run it through your inkjet printer one at a time, and then of course what this does is it allows you to then do a plie case, stitch into it. Use it of course for your vanity bags, your pouches and giftables, and of course maybe it's even going to be a beach bag. You've got 10 A4 sheets in there that you can stitch with, you can wash and wipe it as well. Incredible value for money, but of course you can see the colours inside this canvas are so complementary of the collection itself. It's almost like sand. You could cut this up and fray it and feather it and use it as tangible texture to incorporate within your projects, which would just look flawless and fabulous. And you know what? So in keeping with the entire theme that we have for you here today. As well, with that in mind, talking of substrates, we have got your printable acetate as well. Now, if you want to make a box frame with a window on the front, maybe those fabulous scenes and overlays of the waves themselves are going to be printed onto this, you have the opportunity to get 50 sheets of printable acetate for an incredible price of £19.99 today by just typing shop acetate into the comments. Now, whilst we're of course on the topic of the sea itself, we do have a fabulous collection as well that complements this kit perfectly, but as well is it a cracking price. Now this here is Shop C, and this will get you the Buy the Sea die and download bundle. Now in here you've got your shells, your seahorses, and a driftwood selection of nested dies to be able to create larger frames, to be able to create your bases for your easel cards, and of course scattered wood. This here for you should be at full price £53.95. Today you're only spending £17.99. That is ridiculous value for money. You're not only getting the dies that you're seeing here, you're also getting the download, of course, of Minecraft Studio and all the editable content in there as well. 10% of this is now in allocation, really busy on this. And what I'm going to say to you is, this is the remaining stock of this collection allocated to this show. This is your destination. This is your spot to now complete your collection of all of your nautical themed collections here at Highlight Crafts within this show. We've got a 2-hour special here for you today. We're now well into our second hour with only just over 20 minutes remaining for $17.99. This could be yours today.
Right. David, I need to show everybody this little trick, please, because first of all, everybody, you've seen using Minecraft Studio. Of those of you that have got your scanning cuts, you're experts on that, and unfortunately, we just keep running out of time. But I don't know whether we'll maybe at some point we'll be able to bring the scan and cut elements back to you so that we can show you some more ideas with that. But I want you to see how many dies you're actually getting in this collection. It's probably one of the biggest that we've done for a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah.
But when we did it, and I was looking at it and thinking, what could we manage without? There's nothing.
Absolutely.
You cannot manage without any of this. You absolutely need all of it. So if you can just take a quick look at the screen again, what you've got on here with your scan and cut, you are going to be able to do this design because you can resize in your scan and cut.
Yes,
so you could resize these pieces, as I've done here, and cut them out and use your scan and cut for that. So that's a really great idea.
Absolutely.
All of the dies that we've got are designed, and we've got these outline dies. And if you've just joined us, these are so important because they become your foundation for your cards. They are your card shape. It's the professional finish that we want to be able to give everybody. That would not look the same if we'd taken that giant frame and just put a square back on it. Yeah. It would not look as professional.
Totally different.
And then I need to share this with you. Ooh. So this is a little thing that you need to be able to do. So because it's nautical, because we're going down to the coastal village, I want you to be able to make your own pieces of net.
Oh my goodness.
So what you need is, depends how big you want it, you need a piece of sticky something. Right. So I've got my sticky tape here, yeah. And then you're going to put however many widths you want on here. Then you get another piece, and I'll just do this one here. And all you do, you come into here, and these are the hand finished touches that you can create with your with this card making. So then you're going to tie the knot there. Then you come to the next one, and you literally, all you do is just tie yourself a little knot. So I'm just going to do that.
So you just keep knotting along the way, and it creates an entire net. That's fabulous. So see, techniques like this featured into the demonstrations allow you to really enhance your projects and bring it to life. This is amazing. We've got so many comments coming through today. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Fran. Good morning, Mitch as well. It's great to have your company. We absolutely love sharing time with you here, and especially now on our Saturday morning shows, we get to dedicate 3 hours with brand new launches here at Live Shopping, which is a fabulous opportunity for you to get involved. Maybe you work in the week and Saturday's your day. Well, today is the day to get a brand new kit.
So then what you can do is, before you tighten the knots, just check that they're in the right place, and then you literally tighten that knot, and then I can just tighten this one, and then you move on to the next piece and you do the same thing, and you just keep going. So that's how you make your own netted string.
Wow.
And I thought that would be a really good idea to show you.
Keep going and do this.
That. You could.
There we go. You could make this for your very own living room. Imagine that.
Right, then because we're going to run out of time again.
I know, it's going so fast.
Oh,
it always does.
There's a couple of little tricks that I wanted to share. So first of all, this is one of the backgrounds that you've got in there, because remember, you're getting all of your textures as well, and it's being used with one of the Craftmaster dies. So this texture that we've got here has been created using a Craftmaster die. You could, of course, have cut it out with your frame, and you could have cut just a solid panel out here. But what we've got is we've got our designer frame that is part of the collection. Now, I wanted to just do this because I want to just share with you a couple of things about how to get extra dimension on your cards. And this is why you need your construction acetate, because you're going to make a little set of cubes. And these little cubes, and it is literally a strip that then is wrapped over. But those little cubes are going to be the things that allow you to make everything stand up like this.
I love those. They're great.
And that is really important. But the other thing that's important is this is not a single piece of card.
Oh.
So you cut it twice to make it really, really robust so that it is then really strong, and it doesn't matter how you actually, what the weight of card is, because this will then, when you've got two of them, things like the little flag will not flip and spoil. So you've got it as a really, really strong finish. So, yeah.
Yeah, so as you're explaining, Stephanie, this caught my
Yeah.
attention to this project here.
Which
we
is,
can see it coming into play.
yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? It is incredible. Of course, the engineering and die cutting edge that you've got with this allows you to be so creative. I'm so glad you're taking the opportunity to share with everybody how to create something as staggering as this. I've also got a question as well about, do you have videos doing Minecraft Studio like what Stephanie's showing today? I'm such a beginner. Absolutely we do. If you take the time to go straight over to the Highlight Crafts YouTube channel after today's shows, you'll find a series of videos on there from the lovely Diane herself, from Stephanie, Amanda, Mel, and myself and Hannah doing demonstrations on videos on Minecraft Studio to suit whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or an expert, with many different techniques from 10 minutes to an hour.
Right, let me show you another little tip. So we want to create this. We want to create the anchor attached to our little post that we've got here. So you're going to push that through there, and I can tell you, you could spend all day doing that, and unless you're super lucky, getting that through that hole is a challenge. So this is what you do.
Ooh.
You get this, and you get yourself a little piece of tape, and you put the tape on here.
Okay.
And we're going to make it, not like that, it's not going to be enough.
I'm excited.
Like this, and we're going to go like this.
Ooh, okay.
And we're going to make a needle.
Wow.
And you're going to go just really thin.
I've never done this before. What
Like
a technique.
this. So you've made yourself a little needle. Then that.
That's amazing.
No, you just got to just wiggle it a little bit to get
my
that first bit
goodness.
through.
What that is, I would never have thought to do that. That is amazing.
And you just use, I've just used my double-sided tape to make myself a little needle, and then I'll just trim that off. You can undo it and make it work. So that's that.
I'm still not over that. I think that's great.
That's what I told you. We've got a lot of years of experience. And then what you do then, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to twist this, and I want it to get a more of a rope effect. So if I twist it like this, it's not going to stay, right? So this is what you do. You get your glue.
Oh, I see where we're going here now. This is cool.
So,
Oh, Lorraine says the artwork is so good. It doesn't seem to matter how much I change or stretch it, it all fits and it doesn't distort. Fabulous, guys. Oh, thank you,
that's
Lorraine.
good. I'm glad you know, at the beginning when I said this is about the designer part of it. So, some glue. Then, now, when I roll this,
Ooh. Ah, I see. Okay. So you're almost like moulding the string now.
So it stays together.
And you can't even see the glue.
No,
It's
I
just soaked
know.
in.
It's
Amazing.
just, these little things are going to make your... So this year is about us getting you to be the most professional crafter that you can absolutely be. And you're going to get such good effects with this just by literally, and I'm just going to go round and
It's nice to see even the embellishments or the elements that you're making here to make individually to add to cards. You could make a stash of these.
Yeah, and they're so cheap to make.
Yeah.
And this is just a little bit of just good old string. And look, we've made our own embellishment.
Fabulous. Get yourself some garden twine, some string from the garden centre, big bundle for a couple of quid.
And one of the things about these Saturday mornings is we said we did one and we had a bit of a problem with the website. And we said what we would do is try and bring you loads of ideas and inspiration.
Yeah.
And that's what we're wanting to do, because I think that is what makes it all so exciting.
It does. It allows us to really indulge into the craft itself while sharing with you our experiences and sharing yours at the same time. It's a lovely space to be. It's such a great community. And of course, you know, the interaction that we're getting on a Saturday as well is fabulous, because we know a lot of you have really busy weeks. So it's a great space for you to, as some of you are saying as well in the comments, you're still sat in bed with a coffee watching us this morning whilst you plan out your day. Thank you for joining us, is all I can say. It's wonderful.
I said this morning, I need to share this. This morning we were, well, obviously David was coming in, Sophie, Sean's here. We've got Hannah as well. Hannah and I stayed together last night. Oh no, not like that.
We really are a close family.
Hannah stayed hours last night. Oh God.
Hannah did say she had a glass of wine.
So after, so this morning, because we were up super early, it was still dark, I left Carl asleep.
Oh,
so
right.
I was trying to, because he's had a bit of a week, of course.
He has, yeah.
So anyway, so I left him asleep. Then the best bit was, as Hannah said, oh, we're going to need the keys for the gate to get in. So I'm like, right, okay, what keys? So, and I'm rubbish at stuff like this. And we've got a keyboard with all the keys on. So I'm like looking for a gate thing. So I've took every one that looked like a gate thing. So he probably can't even get out of the house this morning. But anyway.
He's banging on the windows.
So I was just laughing because I said to Sean when he got in, I said, do you wake anybody up in your house? And he's like, no, I creep out. I was like, no, we were really good. I'm going to the girls, I call the dogs the girls. Girls, go back to bed. It's still bedtime. So I'm talking quietly to them. We get out and Hannah goes, have you got the right key for the gate? And I was like, well, I've got all these. I don't think these are it.
A bundle of keys.
I'm like, I don't think I haven't got the right one. I know what I'll do. I'll phone Carl. So I phoned him up.
No. All that creeping around.
He was fast asleep and I phoned him up. And he's
Wow.
yes.
A Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
And I was like, I don't know what the key looks like for the gate, the zapper thing. And he said, it's in the car.
The car that you sat in.
Which bit?
When you were like, which one have you got? That's the one that says gate on it.
Oh, I know.
You are joking
I'm
me.
not, yeah.
You are.
It actually had gate on it.
It had gate written on it.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Well,
So-
Luke, I'm not quiet around Luke in the morning. I'm there with my hairdryer on doing a lot.
Well, and the best thing was when we got here, David's sitting in his car and we're like, hang on a minute.
I actually checked
What?
my phone to check it wasn't Sunday.
And what are you doing? He was
I've
like,
skipped today.
how come you were sat in his car? He goes, I've lost my pass. And what's he got in his pocket?
My pass.
It was just, oh gosh. Have you ever locked yourself out at home? Have you ever
Many
done it?
times,
Have
yes.
you?
Oh, yes.
What, you didn't learn from locking yourself out?
No, what does that even mean?
just-
doesn't. No, I have locked myself out a few times, absolutely. But you know what? These things are sent to test us, Stephanie, and I think at 6 in the morning, you can let yourself off, I reckon.
Right,
but
I'm not going to assemble that card.
Okay.
Can you talk through it? Because there's a
Absolutely.
couple of other little tips I want to share with you.
Really interesting. As Stephanie was showing with you, those acetate cubes that were created, they've got an element here with those score lines that allow it to fold flat. So, of course, all of this folds flat, and there's a pivotal point on this card as well, which allows that triangulation shape here to be, of course, the area of support within the card. So it folds flat, and of course you can see presented beautifully when opened by the recipient of this card, you've got this staggering image, but then when you take it and of course allow it all to unfold from here, and then using those images as a support just there, it then all comes together. Oh, I don't want to break his beak. There we go. Yeah, oh gosh, we've had it all this morning. And then you've got the whole scene there coming together. I think it's fabulous. And the fact as well about making the little rambling nets as well is a wonderful idea. Think about making those little cages from wire as well and putting the rope around them. Do you know, like the little lobster cages and things like
Oh,
the
yeah,
lobster
they
cages,
would be. That's
aren't
a
they?
good idea.
I think they would look fabulous, all stacked up at the edge. You could use, maybe even think about getting a cork from a wine bottle and wrapping that in the string as the little drums and barrels next to it. It's almost like delving into a model-making world.
That's a great idea about using a cork.
Yeah, I've got plenty of those.
Oh, yeah.
So absolutely utilise stuff like that. My recycling bin is actually a craft storage room when you think about it, because so much stuff that we use day in and day out features so well on projects like what you see here today.
Right, this one, I wanted to again show you another way of opening up a different look and feel to this. Now, this is using one of our Minecraft Studio backgrounds, and we've got lots of this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you've had backgrounds, you've had rice paper
Absolutely.
backgrounds that would work for this as
Yeah,
well.
if you want in a background like this, there's one called Flawless Fantasy. You can download that on the website and you'll see this design featured in there too.
And so what you do, when you've cut it, you literally scuff this up with a pair of scissors.
Ooh.
That is all you're going to do. And you keep going until you've made it really fluffy on the edges. And you can see where I've done more of it on there than we've got on this one. So I'll fluffy these up a bit more. So that just gives us that fluffy effect. But the reason that I wanted to share this, and I'm going to build it this way round so that you get to see it, is by putting the boat onto a completely different background, it has changed the look and feel of this.
Hasn't it?
And then when you put this in there, it immediately makes it look different. And remember,
Yeah.
you've got it without the seashells if you want. You can, if I were to bring that forward, so you've got it and you've got it actually, so the frame is in the background, you can work with it like that. We could just put our little birds on it, and then what about putting the net that you've created behind?
Oh, wow.
And you've got a completely different look, and then I've lost my words.
We do
Which
that on a
is,
regular basis.
yeah. And just our happy
look at this.
retirement or happy Father's Day in the centre, or even literally over to one corner. But don't forget, we made up our, where's it gone?
What we have to-
I'm looking for the anchor that we made. What did I do with it?
I don't know. It's that much of a
Oh, it's
design
here,
that
it's up
secured
here.
itself somewhere.
Right, so,
Oh, there
so
we are.
this, yeah, so what we do here, you would put this on and put the anchor on, have it so it's over the edge, and then create, so you would need a proper score line in it, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can have it so that it's on. And I'm just going to lift this up so you can see what I mean. So you can do this so that your anchor is actually grounded on the base of the card. Does that make sense, everybody?
Absolutely.
So it actually, you've created the grounded anchor. So don't think of it as having to all be on the top of the card. If you've got a flat card, you can still add dimension and take it into the front. And then if you wanted to, you could take one of these little cubes, put that to the front, and then add your boat to there. So you've got lots of different ways of being able to get out into the foreground of the design.
It's a wonderful way to, of course, use those dies in really an infinite type of design elements. So, of course, you can use them as stoppers, as bases, but it's lovely to see it all coming together. I cannot believe we've only got 1 minute and 50 seconds left, of course, of this show
What's
before.
happened?
I know, Stephanie, I don't know where the time's gone, and do you know what? Bearing of Time said, there's so many of you spending a lot of time being locked out of your homes. Angie shared a really funny story. We'll be able to repeat these, of course, through the hour. I just want to say, my sister once locked herself out, but had the bright idea to get in through an open window. After a few minutes of struggling and nearly wetting herself, she hears a voice, "Do you need a hand, madam?" Someone had called the police.
Oh,
Someone's breaking in.
Oh, no.
Wonderful stories. There's so many in there. Please read the comments. It's hilarious, but
Could
it's
we
so
take that
funny.
with us to the
Of course
next
we can,
hour? And then
absolutely.
we could read some of your comments there. So stay with us, because we'll be back literally in a couple of minutes, and we're going to be doing something completely new, and I'm going to be taking this with us to show you how you can use this with what we're going to do in there.
Absolutely. So, of course, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for what has been a fabulous 2-hour launch of a brand new collection here from in the studio, Beyond the Bay. If you haven't done already, type Shop Bundle into the comments now to secure your purchase of a fabulous brand new collection launching here at Live Shop in Highlight Crafts. It has been a fabulous opportunity to have your company this morning, but don't go anywhere though. Grab yourselves a cup of tea or a coffee or maybe some breakfast, because you've got just a couple of minutes until we are going right through that wall into our second studio to launch a brand new fabulous collection of paints and sit down and indulge in some fabulous painting demos with the wonderful Stephanie. Do remember to check out your baskets in the meantime. You've got a couple of minutes to do so, and get ready for the next. We will see you very soon. Take care. Lots of love. See you in a moment.